John Madden.
What's up, guys? Deadly Medic here, coming right back at you with a brand new video. So today, I will be going over the background of the tragedy of the Monke 2 and why it failed. So let's start the story. It starts in August 2020. The sequel was underway. Storyboards were being made, posters were being produced, advertising studios were getting ready, voice actors were being contacted, and writers were meeting for the script. And the visionary himself, Alexandrov, the writer of The Tragedy of the Monke, was to bring his draft to Deadly Medic Studios. The sequel was supposed to be enormous. By September 10th, the writers were ready to go in full production. Since this was going to be so large, Deadly Medic Studios collaborated with Lumortis Medical Incorporated to make the long-awaited sequel. The Tragedy of the Monke 2 was in production. By September 14th, the voice actors were being briefed, when out of nowhere the head writer and visionary himself, Alexandrov, had a heart attack and died 2 days later. Dumbfounded, Deadly Medic Studios had put the movie on 1 month hold. During this month hold, Lumortis Medical Incorporated had gone bankrupt. They had put all of their resources into producing The Tragedy of the Monke 2 by October. With Alexandrov dead, dreams of The Tragedy of the Monke 4 and 3 had crashed. However, Deadly Medic Studios continued with the project. For 2 months, the movie was being made with the draft they had left, and the two lead writers, named Abraham and Punk Maestro, had collided over their visions for the tragedy and where it should go. Abraham wanted 5 more movies to be made, while Punk Maestro wanted to stick to Alexandrov's vision. Alexandrov did believe that a second movie should be made, but he resented the studio, claiming they were ruining his art, and he only did the sequel for the studio and the amount of money they were paying him. It only a few weeks to make the changes to make sure the sequels of the tragedy were right. Punk Maestro took it upon himself to make sure that the movies would be right and follow Alexandrov's vision, so he took it upon himself to finish the sequel with the notes Alexandrov left. Alexandrov wanted the movie to be steeped with fantasy and time travel elements, and how the monkey lives forever and is actually symbolism. Yet Abraham wants the monkey to go on adventures, to get his girl, to get his crown back, to go out and find the tragedy, to meet the red coat again, to go on his adventures. Another writer, known as Terence, was known for criticizing Alexandrov's dream. Alexandrov was criticized immensely for the backup story which he produced to explain the tragedy of the monkey itself. This was an 11-minute documentary. And he also lambasted Alexandrov for the fact that in the explanation it might say that the monkey was dating the girl, but was also rejected at the same time. And how they break up in the movie, or he gets rejected, we don't know exactly. This was overlooked, and Terence left the project for he believed that the sequel was going nowhere with no cohesive story whatsoever. By December 26th, the movie was released by a writer named Phillips. He took it upon himself to finish the unfinished movie. Released on December 26th, 2020. A mess. On December 28th, after days upon days of bad reviews and criticizing done by other studios, The Tragedy of the Monke 2 was viewed as a colossal failure, going completely in debt and almost putting Deadly Medic Studios under. This is when another studio, named Monke Studios, bought the rights to The Tragedy of the Monke, saving Deadly Medic Studios. Monke Productions would go on to claim that they would make their own version, no own interpretation of the sequel to The Tragedy of the Monke. However, we do not have any information about the progress on this sequel by Monke Studios, so it sits in development hell for the next movie. The voice actor of the monkey told us that he was contacted by Monke Studios in January, but we haven't heard anything since. This has been Deadly Medic. Stay frosty.
All the other kids with the mom